Kia ora and welcome to the 4th episode of In the Loop, the series where you get an exclusive look at the behind the scenes of Loop's development. Today, I'm going to be speaking with a few people who have been using pre-production models of Loop for a couple of weeks. But before I do, we have a quick update from our founder, Ralph Booth, about production delays.
This is a message to all of those out there following the Loop. You may have watched a video earlier this year where I made a promise that the Loop would be ready for sale in March. Well, I was naive. In this world, everything takes longer than I would have thought. We've had delays with the lockdowns, with the COVID lockdowns in China, and also we've had some real logistics issues with getting stuff here, with stuff being held at customs in other countries. So it's all conspired to delay our launch. Our launch now is going to be in June, and I can tell you it's well worth waiting for. The product's looking great. We're doing beta testing. It's coming, so bear with us. Thank you.
Earlier in the year, we opened registrations to our beta testing program up to the public to get feedback and refine Loop even further. Here's a conversation I had with a few of the people who had just finished their 2 weeks testing Loop. Thanks for jumping on the call. So, would you be able to introduce yourselves for those watching at home?
Morning, Harry. My name is Paul. I work largely as a contractor / consultant to both public and private sector. I largely work from home in a self-contained office space, spare room that's being turned into an office.
I am an architectural graduate, which means that I have a master's degree in architecture, but have not yet registered.
Hey, I'm Ivan. I am a community builder for a movement called Effective Altruism.
So I want to rewind. What was your first impression of Loop like?
It's been pretty good. I really like the color.
It didn't create a lot of extra light per se, but for some strange reason, the change in the sort of ambient lighting was more comfortable with the Loop running.
Why do you think that is?
I react completely different to a blue sky than I do a grey sky. You know, you wake up, go out on the outside, and you've got a lovely blue sky. It just changes your whole day almost. You know, people smile a lot more when it's sunny, or seem to. And it's whether it's that sort of influence, obviously I don't know, but there is something comforting about the Loop sitting on your desk operating.
First impression was it's kind of weird, kind of interesting. I knew a bit about circadian rhythms beforehand, so I was like, oh yeah, that makes sense. I appreciate the design and think it looks pretty elegant. And I have actually had many people ask about it.
Have you noticed any changes in the way you feel while using Loop?
As you say, I'm already quite high. I was quite well aligned to begin with. So any improvement would be fairly marginal. When I did have like a lack of sleep or my rhythms did become out of alignment, then it felt like I was more easily able to get back on track.
I did a couple of days where I didn't actually run it just to see if it felt any different. And yeah, you do notice when it's not on as such. So I'll miss that small element. And but given it's hitting the market sometime soon anyhow, that shouldn't be for too long, hopefully.
There's a notable difference in how I feel during the day with the light on versus not. So I haven't noticed much in terms of the like overall circadian alignment, but in terms of the energy levels and kind of focus, there's some noticeable difference there. Kind of like the difference between being outside in the sun and like being, in a dingy office or something.
Hey, well, thank you so much for taking the time to jump on this call.
Great.
Thanks a lot.
Okay, bye, mate.
Well, there you have it. If you'd like to be a beta tester for Loop, I recommend you register now because we'll be closing those registrations very soon. And you can now place a pre-order on Loop to make sure that you're one of the first people to receive the full production model when it becomes available. And as always, thank you very much for watching.